Week, maybe the young kids who aren't heading back to the classroom now, there are still some things that parents can do to make sure they are prepared when they hit that back to school age. Joined now by physical therapist Sarah Woodward. Good morning to you, Sarah.
Good morning.
There's some really important advice here. Maybe you're getting the older kids ready and you're buying the school supplies and this and that and getting used to the new wake-up schedule. But maybe for the younger kids, you're thinking, oh, we got plenty of time for them before they have to go to kindergarten and first grade. But this is really some crucial time here. What can parents be doing to make sure they are prepared once they're ready to go to school?
Yes, so I guess for those kids that are staying home, so your infants and your toddlers, just some quick tips for parents is just making sure that your baby is not spending too much time in baby equipment. Baby equipment can really actually be a barrier to development. Yeah, it's very interesting. It's unfortunate because baby equipment is really marketed to parents as being helpful for development, and they learn to bounce and they can rock in swings and those sort of things. But unfortunately, they're not getting the time that they need rolling around on the floor, learning to push up with their hands, lifting their head up, working against gravity to really strengthen their muscles. And I know with the busyness of parents these days, it's easy to just set your child in a bouncy swing or an exerciser and those type of things. So really making sure that you take the time to, get them out of those pieces of equipment, get them on the floor, really teaching your baby how to roll over, sitting up, working on their, core strength, working on their head and neck strength. That's very important for young toddlers and infants. So those are just some things.
People may not realize too how important those things are to hit those milestones and what an impact they can make as the child is developing. How important are some of those things, like you were mentioning, the necks and making sure that they can roll over and sit up straight?
Right. It's actually very important. One of the biggest, I guess, predictors for how your baby is going to do with meeting their milestones is actually how long they can hold themselves up during tummy time.
Wow.
They say by 3 months, you're actually supposed to be able to hold yourself up on your hands for about 20 minutes at a time, which seems like a really long time. But then that helps your baby meet those skills of crawling, of rolling over, crawling to a surface and pulling themselves up and getting into standing and eventually moving on to walking. So it really is a really big, important part of a child's development.
Truly those building blocks. I know we're talking about babies here, but I mean really building blocks. So tummy time, what can parents do to make sure that they are helping their kids along?
Yeah, that's great. Some things that you can do, and I know it can be a little intimidating to hear 20 minutes at a time, so maybe just breaking it up throughout the day. We call it a tummy minute or a tummy 2 minutes. Try to just do 2 minutes here, 2 minutes there. You can do it 6 or 7 times throughout the day. That can be really helpful. Another way you can even get tummy time is just carrying your baby on their tummy, kind of in like a football carry position. So that they're lifting up their necks, they're looking around. That can be really helpful. Or you can just lay them on your chest and lean back a little bit. And that can be a way of doing tummy time. Or you can lay them on your lap. Say you're somewhere waiting for an appointment or something, you can just lay your baby on your lap and have them look around and look up. So that can be tummy time as well. So what parents don't realize is that there's multiple ways you can do tummy time.
Simple things you may be already doing that can really, help build your baby's muscles and help get them prepared. This is some great advice, Sarah. Thank you so much. It's all going to be posted online so you can see it one more time, WTXL.tv. Don't go away. We are back in just 2 minutes.